Hi there. Hey, Jeff from Tone. How's it going today? Say, why the cheesehead, you asked? Well, a number of things. All this YouTube stuff's kind of cheesy anyway, so why not own it? But I'm from Wisconsin, in case you didn't know. So, yeah, actually, I can wear this hat and it's okay. And also, it was a present from my mom. So, enough of that. But hey, one of the cool things about today is I've finally put together the system that I wanted to have when I was in college back in 1980. Now, I had some of these components. They were the Nakamichi 600 wedge components, but the one thing I didn't have was the cool System ONE rack. Now, I did have a pair of these ESS AMT-1 towers back then, which if you're a vintage collector, if you're familiar with ESS, you probably remember the AMT-1s that had that kind of funny shape. And and if you didn't know, fun fact, Nelson Pass used to work at ESS. So there you go. So, but anyway, the AMT-1 at the time, then they made an AMT-1B. I think the current one, they still make them. And I think the current one is the AMT-1D. But back then, it used a 12-inch woofer with a 12-inch passive and the now famous Heil AMT driver. But back then, the woofer didn't go up quite far enough to reach the tweeter. A lot of the reviews back then complained that the speaker had a little bit of a mid-range, like kind of a lower mid upper bass, a little bit of a suck out. Some systems it was more noticeable than others. But the AMT-1 tower actually uses a 10-inch woofer and a transmission line enclosure. So this thing not only had deeper bass than the one with the 12s, it had just that little bit extra reach up into the upper bass that the integration between the drivers is oh so much better. But back then, I think, if memory serves me correctly, and hey, I'm old, I think the AMT-1Bs or the AMT-1s were probably, I want to say they were about $1,200, $1,300, and these were $2,000 a pair. So a lot of people didn't make the stretch. And this is not to be confused with the ESS rock monitor. That's another speaker. That's another movie. If I can ever find a clean pair of rock monitors, we'll go over that. But anyway, just recently, a System ONE came up on Facebook Marketplace and the price was right. And even though I had the other components, honestly, I wanted the rack. And the super cool tuner that you could program to catch your favorite FM broadcast, because hey, remember back then they used to play whole albums at midnight, and that was a great way to get extra music. Now, Nakamichi also makes, I believe it's the 610, which is just a control preamplifier. If I get one of those, we'll talk about it. But hey, dig that super, super cool FM dial. And hey, check this out. On mobile fidelity, no less. So that's it. We'll see you next time. Thanks for stopping by.